All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Voyagers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Get ready. Get ready.
On first down, it's Blake, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now again, right side, Blake. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. On third down, Brissett. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run on first down. It's Blake, and he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, it's Nash, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go. 10 logo. Mike 54. Tackles.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Set up. 70, Indy. Line 54. Focus defense. Now.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Let's go, baby. Turn it over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
They find some open field here. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Houston. Cordero Patterson. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down. Let's go now. 56-1. Check 59. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Come on. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Come on. Yes. Watch 50.
They'll run on first down. Blake. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Blake. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the running's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down now, it's Blake. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
On 3rd down, Blake. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Seven, our score after 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Let's get it. Check. Check out. Slam. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll try to throw now. Brissett looking for his running back, and he's got him. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. A gain of 3, second down.
Ready? 8-3. X3. 2-18. Chop it.
On second down, it's Henry shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
18 Gator. 59. Mike to 59. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hey, Charlie. Shoot.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
30 base. 6-6. Bullet pop. 36. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Look. Squeeze. Now.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
You got nothing. Out. 80 weapon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, Henry. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
59, Mike to 59. Hey, tighten down.
On second down now, it's Henry, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines, and they'll get him down right around the 16. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. Check. Fresno. Pick the edge. Here we go. Deuce. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Alert flare. Hit it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Badgley's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the twist. Check. 59. Man out. 59's Mike. Check. 59. We ain't giving up nothing today. Whip. Watch the whip.
Throwing. Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
In your face.
On 2nd down, it's Blake, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head.
Knowing that they are out in front.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Come on now, let's go.
Here we go. 60 outlaw, 61 matchbox lights. Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete on the jump ball. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He's not going to get me.
Running from the gun with Henry. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Alpha.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
They're going to look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check it back, check it back. Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 52, please.
Now a give, right side. Blake. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On third down, it's Nash. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll set up the throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike, check. 59. 3 buzz. 59 Mike. Check.
Brissett. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Kill.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. 23 yards, the final tally.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Blake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check 13. Watch the safety green. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Nash. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down now, it's Blake. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Undercrust.
Brissett now. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for Houston. And taken right at the 35. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 43-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover. Ship. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Ship.
keep it on the ground. Blake. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check, 59. Let's go one more.
Brissett on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with Hines. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Check.
They run again with Hines. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, back up.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. To throw, Brissett. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Sponge. No.
They'll try the left side. It's Nash. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Nash. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Brissett. And he'll find Hall. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Incomplete on the Hail Mary. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, Delta.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down. And
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike, check. 59.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home.